here's your EOAlive weather forecast.
Hope all having a great Tuesday. Gabe Curtis reporting on this November 29th, brought to you by Valley Insurance, who are now in downtown LeGrand with open enrollment through January 15th. Those highs have topped out into the mid to the upper 20s for much of the central part of our region today. Warmer elsewhere, low to mid 30s, with that exception for that warm spot, 38 in Ontario. Heading out the door this evening into LeGrand, we are looking at mostly cloudy skies as those southerly winds are beginning to kick in, just as I anticipated, which will gust between 40 to 60 miles per hour across much of the northern blues and will allow us overnight tonight, although calmer across the central to southern part of our region, allowing for the most amount of snow out that way. Although a good deal of us will still be seeing an additional dusting to 2 inches as that snow level will drop down to about 1,500 feet, which means I can't rule out at least some dustings of snow in areas across Pendleton. If you want to see more than 2 inches, you really have to get up above 4,000 feet, so that's possible in Burns, likely in Meacham, and especially Tollgate with upwards of 8 inches into the highest elevations, as those temperatures will hold into the 20s for much of us, although colder out towards Burns and Meacham, right around 18, with that warm spot freezing in Pendleton. Heading into the day tomorrow, much of us will be topping out into the mid to the upper 30s, although warmer out towards places like Ontario, Pendleton, low to mid 40s, as we see those southerly winds gradually backing off during the day as that snow level rises, slightly canceling out any additional snow chances in Pendleton, but we could still see an additional dusting of snow as low as Ontario with upwards of an inch or two between about 2,000 and 4,000 feet, but that would be during the morning and the evening hours. If you want to see more than that, you really have to get up above 4,500 feet, so that would be as low as Tollgate. Another 4 to 8 inches looks to be likely. Up above 7,000 feet, that would be Anthony Lakes potentially. Heading into the day tomorrow for LeGrand, it looks like this will start out into the upper 20s at the 8 o'clock hour with accumulating snow showers, beginning with a gusty southeasterly wind flow up to 50 miles per hour in spots before we see those winds turn to just the south during the day, allowing for a little bit more warming into the mid to the upper 30s for highs. As we see less precipitation, there will still be some light scattered snow showers around, but it won't be sticking until later in the evening as those winds gradually back off and turn to the southwest, dropping those temperatures overnight into the upper 20s. That's our next shot of accumulating snow, which will continue into Thursday with another 1 to 5 inches possible before we gradually see less snow during the day on Thursday, with those highs remaining into the mid to the upper 30s. As we get a 7-day forecast, those highs will cool back into the low to mid 30s with overnight lows into the mid to the upper teens to about 20. We could see another dusting to an inch of snow in areas on Friday and potentially yet again on Saturday, but the best chance to see that would be during the morning or evening hours, as we ought to be generally dry during the day with those sun breaks developing as those gusty winds return the second half of Friday into the first part of Saturday, which could be close to what we're experiencing tonight. Much calmer into Sunday, as much of us will remain dry, although I can't rule out a slight chance just to see an isolated spot to pick up a dusting. Otherwise, the next chance for a potential snow maker would be on Monday, but I'll continue to keep all of you up to date for changes as we get closer. This has been Gabe Curtis, bringing the most accurate forecasting you can get here in Eastern Oregon. Thank you to the folks down at Valley Insurance for sponsoring this weathercast, and I will be back tomorrow.